Hey, Mark Lawson here with Fat to Sexy for the Fat Guy. Hey, I just wanted to share a really quick recipe that's super simple for us. You know, if you're following along with me, you know, I'm going through a journey of a transformation myself, so I'm glad that you're going through it with me. Alright, so I'm going to do a really super simple recipe that I like to use. It consists of pasta, some hamburger meat, and broccoli and cheese. Super simple, super low fat, low sodium, and hardly any trans fat. So I'm going to take you right over here. Let's check this out real quick. These are the spices that I've got. I want to show you guys that spices are a real super way to season your meat. Right here I've got some chili powder. Right here I've got some garlic powder. I've got onion powder. Celery salt. I don't recommend using regular salt, but celery salt is very strong and it adds a great taste to your meat. And I've got some coarse ground black pepper, which I'm going to use. So the first thing that we're really going to use or need is super cheap, but it's this great value whole wheat elbow high in fiber pasta. I just get this at Walmart. And just remember, guys, that eating healthy does not have to be super expensive at all. Alright? So, I've got my pan here that I'm going to get my hamburger meat in. I've got a pot here with some water. I'm going to go ahead and set this on right over here. I'm going to get it boiling hot. And I'm going to reach in here real quick. Sounds like somebody's trying to get in contact with me. I'm going to use this extra light tasting olive oil, and I'm going to use that so the pasta doesn't really stick. I'm just going to pour some of that in there. Now keep in mind, we're going to drain it, so it really won't even matter. Alright, I'm going to cook all of this. I want to show you guys something. Look how much water that I have in here. I pretty much filled it all the way up. Well, not all the way, but I'm going to be cooking this whole box because I'm going to make enough of this to last me for a couple of days. Alright, now it looks like our pasta is just about done. If you want to come over here and take a look at this, you can see it's been it's nice and cooked, and of course it got a little bigger. So now is what we're going to do. We got to get our meat going for this. So I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to grab this log right here. Now, I picked this up at Walmart. It's 93 by 7. It's only got 7% fat in here. Lean ground beef. This is good stuff right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my burner. And this won't take no time at all to cook. And, I mean, you can use any meat. I mean, if you get the bigger or the fattier meat, that just means you're going to have to drain it a little bit more. But no big deal because I'm going to be draining this meat as well. But, you know, it's just a little bit better if you get the leaner meat. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this going in here. Remember guys, this is super simple to make. And it tastes pretty good. It tastes really good. Go ahead and grab this. This looks clean. Always got to double check. Make sure my utensils are clean, you know what I mean? You never know if that dishwasher doesn't do right. So I'm just going to mash this in here. And I'm not going to season it right yet. I want it to cook just a little bit more. And then I'll start throwing on some season because I don't want to cook the season out of it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to set this right here. Make sure my fire's up. And now I'm going to go ahead. I got this strainer right here. And I'm going to go ahead and strain my noodles because I don't want them to get any more mushier than they already are. Ooh, that steam is hot. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Now, while that meat's heating up, I'm going to show y'all one little thing real quick. I don't know if you've seen these in your grocery store, but they're called Valley Fresh Steamers. It's broccoli and cheese. And check this out. Look at this. You see that total fat is 1.5. Now you can see it. Total fat 1.5 grams. 0 saturated, 0 trans. The sodium was about 380 milligrams, which, you know, that's only one portion. Check out the carbs. The carbs right here is 7 grams, and the sugars are 3, and the fiber's 2. But we're going to get a lot of our fiber from the noodles. So really what I wanted y'all to see is that total fat. That total fat is 1.5 grams. So this is a great addition. You can get this, and really all I'm going to do is when my meat's done, I'm going to season it with my sauce. I'm going to pop this in with the noodles. I'm going to stir it up really good, and then I'm going to cut up a couple little tomatoes, and that's going to be my lunch and dinner. Alright guys, so come take a look at the meat. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning it. You can see it's still a little pink. This is exactly where I want it to start seasoning it. So I'm just going to start off with some black pepper, and this is just by taste, guys. I'm going to pop some black pepper in there. Now remember, this celery salt is very, very stout, so I'm just going to pop about that much in there and kind of just sprinkle it around, since it is that salt. Some onion powder, and this is just to my taste. Oh, looks like these are the brand new onion powders. Let me grab this chili powder real quick. And this is really good for taste. I'm just going to dump a nice little chunk of that in there. And garlic powder and onion powder. Onion powder, garlic powder. I grabbed the ones that weren't open. So this is just to taste. And a little bit of garlic powder in there. There we go. Yeah. Alright. I'm just going to stir this up real quick. This is going to be, oh, I already smell it. Get him back in there. This is going to be good. Now, usually that box of noodles normally doesn't have that many noodles in it, so I'm going to have to get some more protein, another protein substitute in this mixture. As soon as my gamer guy decides to come back. It's my son, by the way. But we're gonna substitute more protein with egg, and that's gonna be super great. Oh, that smells awesome. That really does smell awesome. So let me move this back over here. And I'm just gonna drain this just a little bit, just to get some of the grease out. As you can see right down there in the sink, it's draining out. Alright, so I just popped my noodles in here. I'm going to go ahead and set this on top. Now remember, we're going to need a little bit more protein supplement put in here. So what I'm going to do, let me just stir this up real quick. I might end up needing a bigger bowl. It really looks like it. Had enough beer. Oh, and I popped the broccoli cheese in the microwave. There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. All right. Our broccoli cheese should be. Let me take a look at it real quick. I just popped this in a plate. Looks like it needs another 3 minutes. Alright. Let me wash my pan off. And what I like to use for the egg, I don't like to use real eggs. There's nothing wrong with real eggs at all. Believe me, there's really not. But I just don't like the hassle of trying to crack the eggs open and separate the egg whites. So really is what I like is grab this is the egg beaters. Right here. As you can see on the egg beaters, it has zero fat, zero fat, zero fat, zero cholesterol, sodium super low, carbs. But look at the protein, 6 grams of protein. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm going to use some Pam spray, which is olive oil. And as you can see here, Pam has 0 of everything. Absolutely 0 of everything. So I'm just going to pop this in here while my broccoli and cheese is cooking in the microwave. Spray that in there. I'm going to open this bad boy up. And is what I'm going to substitute this with, just the looks of it. What I'm going to really substitute this with is probably about a cup of this egg beaters. So I'm going to pop that in there. Yeah, that's about a cup. Maybe a little bit more. Alright. Now remember guys, eating healthy does not have to be bland. Alright, so I went ahead and took out my my broccoli cheese and my egg. As you can see, I mixed it up really well in there. So this is going to be really, really tasty, full of protein, full of carbs and fiber and everything like that. It's going to be very, very good. So I'm just going to set this back over here. All right. Go ahead and add my mixture. This is going to be super fantastic. Get some greens in there. And you always want to do portions. You know, this right here, this is going to be my lunch meal. And none of it's really fattening at all. So that's about it. I like to do about the size of my hand when I do some mixture like this. About the size of my hand. And that's it with my 4 tomatoes. Alright guys, so that's it. I hope you go ahead and try this recipe. Tell me what you think. And high in protein, and the protein and carb mixture is fantastic, just right, low fat, and with your veggies. Alright, out.